Hi, I'm Luca Martins, and I thank you for taking your time to listen to me. So, you may think that I'm here to ask you for your vote. Well, I'm here for more than that. I'm here to make you think. I'm not from Recife, but I live here since I was 5. At the time I moved, I really thought that Recife was a perfect city. As I was growing up, I started to notice all the city's problems and listen to the people's opinions. Well, I'm not saying that Recife is not perfect. Recife can be perfect. So, if you want a perfect city to live in, join me. I'm running for mayor of Recife to make this city extend its importance to the world. Now, I'll show how fixing the broken streets and sidewalks, improving the public transportation system, and changing people's habits will be good for our community. There's a topic that must be noticed by City Hall, and that is about the sidewalks and streets of our city. As I said before, Recife can be a perfect city. But how can someone call a perfect city a place where you can even walk comfortably? And how can a place where there's someone with a flat tire in almost every street be perfect? Almost 2/3 of all people who live in nearby cities work in Recife. So these people and all people who live in the Recife area need safety to come and go. A simple walk to school can be very dangerous. If I'm elected, I'll fix all the sidewalks and streets of our city, and there will be constant monitoring in the case of problems. I was talking about coming and going some time ago, right? And that's what I'm going to talk about now. More specifically about the public transportation system. Sometimes I take the bus to go home from school. Once I got a bus and I saw one of the most horrible things ever. Graffiti in the walls, broken chairs, broken doors, even broken windows. On that same day, we were robbed inside the bus. If it happened to me, it must happen to other people. More than half of the population of Recife uses public transportation, and 98% of them don't feel safe on the buses. So, thinking about that, I thought of renovating the public transportation system. New buses will be circulating on the streets with security monitoring, air conditioning, and comfortable seats. With that, the new public transportation system will please everybody. And now I'll talk about the biggest part of my future mission as mayor. Changing people's minds. You may be thinking to yourself why I didn't talk about violence, garbage on the streets, or even lack of school supplies. All these problems are pieces of the biggest problem of our city and of our country too. The problems that politicians cannot really convince people to change their ways. It feels like the state or city hall don't care about the people. To me, a real mayor is one who works for the people. This process should start at school. Showing children and teenagers how they should act and why is an essential part of education. This way, many of the problems would not exist in the next generations. Along with this, I will make people live in harmony in a society where people have their rights and where the law will prevail. When I'm elected, violence will be treated as a crime. This will make a better community for everyone. As you can see, I'm planning to make big changes during my time in City Hall. But I can only do this with your help. If you think we should change our ways of educating children and treating our society, put all your trust in me. If you want safety on the streets and in the buses, trust me, you won't be disappointed. When I'm elected, I, Luca Martins, will make the citizens live like a family, each one with this business, but helping and collaborating with one another. This will make the connection between City Hall and people closer. Even every single person in this city will be heard. And that's why I want you to trust me. Not only do I want your vote, I want change.